Hi guys, it's Jeannie. I'm in my sewing room tonight and I'm going to be patching some pants for a girlfriend. I work with her and she said her son was out skateboarding over the weekend. Wait, it's not the weekend yet. A couple nights ago, and he busted up his knee of his pants, not his knee, thankfully. And so I'm going to be putting on a patch on the pants and taking some video as I go so you can see the process. Here are the pants. They're kind of like workout pants, and I don't know if you can see the, right here, the little issue that we have. I don't know, but they're stretchy, so I found some stretchy fabric in my stash, and I'm just going to cut out a patch and put this on the inside of those pants. Now the issue is about 6 inches long. So I'm going to cut my patch maybe 7 inches by about 3 inches, so I have a room to work with, and then I will turn it inside out, pin the patch on, and then stitch it. I have the patch cut, and now I will be pinning it to the inside of the pant leg. Well, what I discovered was when I turn the pant inside out, you can barely see where this little spot is, so I pinned it on the 4 edges to kind of give me an idea of where to pin my patch, and then I'm going to zigzag it on because it's stretchy material and I want to give it some give. Once I pinned on the patch, I took the 4 pins out from the other side of the fabric so that my needle won't run over them accidentally while I'm sewing. Nothing worse than a broken needle in the middle of a sewing project. If you've done that before, you know what I mean. As you can see, sewing inside a pant leg is a little tricky even when you have a free arm. I'm not able to use my free arm right on this section. So it's important to pin it so that as you sew, the fabric stays where it's supposed to, the patch stays where it's supposed to. So you got a little bit of a give there, so I'm going to pull that a little so that that patch has some extra, like I said, give to it because it's on a knee or it's by the knee. So what I ended up doing was using a straight stitch, a basting stitch, and patching it from the inside. And now what I'm going to do is, it's a little buckled right here, I'll fix that as I sew. What I'm going to do now is go around it with a tight zigzag, and then I'll take out the basting stitch and trim it on the inside. Alright, the patch is finished. Once I was done zigzagging the edges on the outside of the pant, you can see it's a little dark in here, I went ahead and removed the basting stitch. A good idea, which I didn't think of when I was doing this, is to put the basting stitch on in a different color, a bright color, so that it's easy to find. Black on black is really difficult to see. But once I did that, I also zigzagged around the big hole and the little hole to keep those from continuing to fray. I'll turn it inside out so you can see. I trimmed the edges of the fabric also once I finished zigzagging and taking out the basting stitch so that it reduced some bulk. Just use your seam ripper and be very careful that you don't catch any other fabric while you're trying to get that basting stitch out. So here's the outside of the pant leg. You can see where I went over the zigzag here and here. I didn't feel a need to go over it here. So that should hold together, should keep it from fraying, and you should get lots of wear and tear out of these pants. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, have a great night.